Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Concept Clarity. Today we are going for the super fast revision of your topology or topo sheet. In this video, I will be covering all the essential points that are very important during your board exam. So watch this video till the end. And mostly मैं इस वीडियो को थोड़ा इंग्लिश की तरफ ज़्यादा इंक्लाइन करूँगी क्योंकि जो आपको अपना बोर्ड एग्जाम पे जब अपेयर होगे तो यू हैव टू राइट दैट पेपर इन इंग्लिश. सो ताकि जो आप कीवर्ड्स मिस ना कर दो और आप उन कीवर्ड्स की डेफिनेशन इंग्लिश में लिख पाओ, तो मेरी काफी वीडियो इंग्लिश की तरफ इंक्लाइन रहेगी. बाकी जो इंपॉर्टेंट बहुत आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स होंगे मैंने हिंदी में भी समझाती जाऊंगी साथ ही साथ. ठीक है, तो विद द फर्स्ट वी स्टार्ट इज व्हाट अ स्केल. देखिए, फर्स्ट वी हैव अ डेफिनेशन दैट व्हाट इज अ स्केल. तो टोपो शीट में वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन that what is a scale. So we can say in topo sheet we have three types of scales. That is what first is we have is a statement scale. Okay, and the second we have is a representation scale या फिर representative fraction that you can say. After the representative fraction, the third one you have is a linear scale. Okay, so these are the three scales in topo sheet. Okay, so what exactly scales are? Okay, when we have to make something according to some dimensions, that is known as a scale. Okay, so let's say I have a house. ठीक है, this is my house and my house is, let's say, 1 square foot. My room is 1 square feet to 1 square feet. Okay, and if this house, if I just gave it to my friend for this, that he can have a, I would say, a reference of my house. So I just say, see, this is my house. So this house without any dimension is equivalent to a drawing of a kid of 6th standard or of a 5th standard. Okay, but whenever you give it dimensions, or rather whenever you give any drawing dimensions or rather some measurements, that is known as scale. Okay, so very important thing is that, let's say, whatever drawing we have, if that drawing is having some dimensions or some measurements, then we can say yes, that is a map, or this drawing is something very important to the scale. But if I give something without any dimensions, it is equivalent to a drawing of a 5th standard student. Okay, so this is very important. That's why scale is very important, because scales gives you importance and meaning to the to your map, or rather you can say meaning to your drawing. Else that drawing is regarded as a simple drawing which is having that can't convey any meaning to us, okay, or a message to us. So the first type of a scale we have is a statement scale. In the statement scale, whatever we have to write or we have to convey to the person, that is all done in the form of a written sentences or in a statement. Let's say that 1 kilometer, or we can say 1 centimeter on map, or 1 centimeter is also written as 1 centimeter on map is equivalent to 5 kilometer. ठीक है, so this is a statement scale, because here in mathematics you can write 1 centimeter is equal to 5 kilometer, but no, we are using a statement scale, so we have to explain each and everything in a form of a line. Second one is what we have is a representative scale. Okay, in this representative we use fractions. Okay, how we use, like, my fraction is, this is my representative scale. This is the example. Okay, so what does this means? That 1 centimeter on your map represents 50 centimeters on the ground. This is your representative scale. Okay, so this is your map reading, this is your actual reading. Here before the colon you have your map reading, and after the colon you have is your, rather you can say, your actual reading. So this is a representative scale. And then we have the third one, that is a linear scale. Most topologies use is this linear scale. Okay, this linear scale is most commonly used. What happens in this, it is like, you can say, a straight line. We have the straight line and it can be divided into parts, and which part we can see is that exactly represents a certain point on the ground. Okay, so let's divide this line into parts, and here I will write kilometers, which means this is the actual reading, and here I will write meters, that will be a surveyed reading. Okay, so now my kilometers will be first, like, it will be 1000 meters, then 500 meter, and then we have 0, then 1, 2, 3, and we can make 4 kilometers, any much that we want. So okay, so what it means, it expresses some type of a relationship, okay, by a mean of a line, a straight line that can be divided into certain points. So here I can write kilometers My kilometers are 1 kilometer, then is 0.5 kilometer, and then 0 kilometer, and moving on. So here you can see some unity. Okay. So why is this scale important? You can get a 1 mark question that why is this scale important? Why, ma'am, I need a scale? So what I told you previously was that if your map is not according to some scale, okay, to some measurements rather, or some definition or some dimensions, so your map is equivalent to a drawing or rather a sketch. Okay, so that's why utility of scales are very important, because if your scale is not having any dimensions, then it is equivalent to a small sketch or a drawing of a school kid. Topo sheet, that is most important thing is that we are given that each topo sheet has 22 centimeter distance from here and 2 centimeter from top to bottom. Okay, so this is fixed, that's why there are squares. Okay, so the area of 1 grid square is equal to 1 kilometer square. Okay, 1 grid square, this means this shaded part. This 1 grid square is equals to 1 kilometer square on reality. 1 kilometer square on reality, or 1 kilometer square you can write like this. Okay, so this is your area. So this means that 2 by 2 centimeter on map is equals to 1 kilometer square on reality. Okay, or you can say 1 kilometer, or you can say 2 centimeter on map is equals to 1 kilometer on your real or actual location. And when you will go for your area wise, and you can say you can go for the area, then you can area on 1 grid square is equals to 1 kilometer square, because it's definitely 2 centimeter. Okay, 2 centimeter here is equals to 1 kilometer, and in similar way 1 kilometer, so 1 into 1 gives you what? 1 kilometer square. So this entire area is 1 kilometer square, and in simple line or scale you can say is 2 centimeter on the map is equals to 1 kilometer on the actual on the ground. Okay, in this way. So after this we have some directions. Okay, because definitely this is north, this is your south, this is your west, and this is your east. So these are our points. Okay, so here, and now this east and west will be also further divided. You can divide them in northwest. This will be your northwest, this will be your southeast, and then you can make further divisions. Okay, so actually I'm using a digital pen, so these might not come actual the straight lines, but I'm just giving you an idea. This is southwest. Now further divisions can be done is like this. So now this will be what? This will be west, northwest, and this will be what? This will be east, southeast. In the similar way, if I go for the more bifurcation of these lines, so this will be what? North, northeast. Okay, and here it will be what? It will be south, southwest. Okay, and similarly you can make one more bifurcation here. It will be what? North, northwest. Okay, and here it will be what? After south, south, southeast. Okay, in these ways you can, in total these will come out to be 16 points. Okay, the 16 directions. After this, another question that comes to my mind is like, sometimes no, it's not necessary that every time on the topo sheet you have straight lines only. Like let's say from this is a point P, this is a point Q, and you are said to measure the distance. Let's see, this is a very straight distance, a line. But because I hope there was this was a road to move from point P to Q. But this is not necessary every time. There could be a point, let's say this is P and this is your Q sitting here. These are the two places, and here the road is extremely uneven, okay, and not in a straight direction. It is not a straight road. This can be measured very easily using a scale. Okay, so this is a direct distance or a straight distance. But this is what? An indirect, you can say indirect or the curved distance. For this indirect or the curved distance, you have to use few tools to measure these. So you can use a thread, and you can put the thread along the curves and just measure the length of this. Put a thread. Okay, just let me change the ink just in order to show that that's a thread. I will put this thread and put this thread on the starting point, and then I will move like this, and then I will put the thread along this like this on each curves extremely. Just make sure that you put your thread point to point on the line, and then after this you just mark those points of the thread and just straighten up that thread and put it on the scale. Just measure how much distance was that, and then just write your answer. So you can use a ruler or the scale just in order to measure the length of your thread, and that length will be your actual length on this indirect point, because here you can put directly your scale and measure, okay ma'am, it's 4 centimeters, great. But here you have to use a thread, or you can use a divider also, this divider, and you can just move the divider along the points and measure. Okay, so there are 2 ways. That's up to you, whichever you want to use. After this, in the next video, we will be making about representation of reliefs. So stay tuned. If you like this video till now, thank you for watching, and keep sharing the video with your friends.